Hey guys, and welcome back. Doing a little project here to help eliminate future rust problems with my Curtis cab, the hard cab. I've noticed a lot of pictures of seeing used tractors with Curtis cabs and where they tend to rust. And my servicing dealer actually told me, like one of the first things you do, he said, is take off the weather stripping at the top, because that's actually a metal top on this metal roof on this cab. So I did that. You can see kind of the remnants of where the weather stripping was, but all it does is really gather water up there, retains water and salt, and starts to rust. So same thing happens actually at the bottom of these doors. There's the inside of the door. Right side door. So I've already cut the weather stripping off the very bottom here where it wraps down. You can see where I cut it there. And here's an example of there's the factory weather stripping on the bottom, and some stuff I bought off of Amazon. It's 3/4 inch tall, I guess you'd call it, weather stripping. I think they call it D-shaped, with 3M tape. So you just peel that protective layer off and stick it right on. So that gets stuck on just the inside of the door, not down on the very bottom lip where this factory gasket went. And let's see a little quick view of the outside here. So I just, like I said, I chopped it off right where before it started to curve, because this is where, like I say, it tends to collect moisture, and then this thing will just rust. You can see the rust just creep up from it, the bottom of these doors. So in the back, I chopped it off just before the curve. So out here you won't see any weather stripping, and the water and the salt will just run straight down. So that D-shaped, that new weather stripping, let's see, where's the end of it here? So what I'm going to do is peel it and, install it somewhere up in this area, just a little bit higher than the bottom of the door. And obviously I'm going to curve it up here, and it'll follow this contour like that. And what it seals to is actually the frame, the ROPS frame here. So it'll be something like this and seal right up against that. So I'm not really too concerned about noise or cold air getting in from the bottom. When this heater is running in this cab, it's very warm inside. So I'm usually cracking one of the windows here. If it's really cold out, I'll crack the window about like that, and it'll let just enough fresh air, cold air in to keep the cab manageable. It's a 2-speed heater on these things, so you could turn the heat down to the first setting, and that makes it a little bit better too. Or just shut it off and run it intermittently. So that's the project for today. I won't bore you with the details of sticking that weather stripping on the bottom of the door. I'm sure you guys know how to do that. But that's it. And I kind of tried to figure out if there's a way to possibly eliminate some of this area here, getting moisture trapped along this side and by the handle. Or I'm showing you by the handle, but this vertical strip here, or horizontal strip, and this horizontal strip. I've seen some rust in this area too on cab pictures, so that's not quite as easy. This is stuck on there pretty well, and it's obviously holding the glass. That's plexi on the bottom and glass up on the top. So I might put a little silicone, actually some clear silicone up around these seals. Maybe it'll help keep water and ice, or water and salt from the city when they salt the roads. It splashes up on here, gets in there and seeps in. It, you know, might help prevent that a little bit. Not too much in the back to worry about, but obviously this other door, gonna do the same thing. So I'm hoping it crushes as equally well as the factory seal. You know, when you close these doors, even without that strip on the bottom, it sounds like a, you know, a car door when you shut these. They're so solid. And a lot of that is this weather strip in here. So it still sounds pretty good, and it's pretty solid, even with the bottom missing. Almost thought about leaving that bottom weather strip off, but I think I'll try this D-shaped stuff. See how well it adheres over time. I did a little test strip, and it seemed to stay there pretty well. A couple of weeks ago I put some on. I just stuck it on right here, I think, just to test it out, a little strip like this, and it stuck on there really well. So I just cleaned it with brake cleaner and a paper rag, and got all the grease and oil off there and any wax. So that's it for now, guys. I think the dealer recommended it, and I think it's a pretty good idea too, based on all those pictures I've seen. Maybe if they use sand on the roads where you live, it's not as important, but they use salt here, and it's pretty aggressive. Once you get down by the street where they salt, you know, you just can't avoid getting that salt water splashed all over the whole tractor underneath. So you really got to wash your equipment off, and come springtime, wash the underneath and try to get all that salt off these things. All right, enough blabbering from me on this one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. All right, guys, just wanted to show you the finished product here. Getting that weather strip on the inside of the doors. That's kind of what it ended up looking like. The side's a little low. Here you can kind of see a little bit better shot of the that sharp edge of the door where the rust usually begins. But I kind of followed the contours as best as I could. Doesn't have to be perfect. Kind of met up with the weather stripping towards the hinge there, and got as close as I could here in the front. I also added a little bit of RTV. All I had was blue. I didn't have black. I don't know if you can see that, but right in here I added a little RTV to kind of plug up that D-shaped opening, because that points forward when you're snow blowing. So all in all, I think it worked out pretty good. And I won't know for a couple of years if it actually works or not. But I do plan on in the spring when I do my cleanups and stuff, I'll keep an eye on the bottom of the door there, the edge, bottom edge. Here's the other side. Just plugged up that hole again with some gasket sealer, RTV. Yeah, it dipped a little low on this side too. But it's got a fairly wide area where it will seal against that ROPS, like I mentioned. So as long as it sticks to the door, we shouldn't have any problem here. Yeah. I don't know how well it shows up on camera there, but trying to give you a good shot of what's going on there. So, just wanted to follow up and show you what the finished product looked like. And future videos, I'll probably show that another couple of years of use and see how well it holds up. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.